You hear Jamie's computer? I sat on the other side of the room because it's like a fan, an industrial fan. It's really
The
loud.
recording's on, Bex, or yours?
Okay. Hi. All right. So tonight we're going to have a look at fixing some problems with our website. So as we're building and changing our pages, I've noticed it's really hard to tell what we've already done and what we haven't changed. And I was finding it impossible, especially going through students' pages, to work out what content was already there from the original PBS and what stuff they actually changed. And we were finding that as we were getting rid of pages and drafting pages that we weren't going to use, the links were being left in the original website. And as people click around, they're going to find a lot of broken links, and we don't really want that. So what I did was try to find something that would help us find those problems really quick. So I'll show you what I found, and you can decide whether you want to use it. There's lots of different options. So I'm just going to share, hopefully. Can you see that?
We can.
Awesome. Okay. All right. So this was the site that I found that probably works the best, that kind of goes through more options than any of the other kind of free plagiarism sites. So this one's called siteliner.com. And all you do is you type in your URL, which I have. I can never remember my own, which is bad. You just type it in and hit go. It probably won't work for me because I've already done it. I'll just see what it does. Oh, it did. Okay, so it scans your entire website. Apparently you can do this for free once a month, but there's other ways that you can check as well. But this gives you a really good overview of kind of, where you need to focus your attention. I think that's the main thing. You've gone through all your sites and you've fixed up the content, but which ones are the worst? Like which ones have the most amount of unoriginal content? So we know the ACTV one is going to be a problem because that one's really difficult to change. But it also brings up like my homepage with the posts that come up on it. And that's how I discovered that there's actually kind of two posts right after each other that are the exact same thing. So I need to go in and I need to change that. So this says that this new stuff and welcome page and my community page and my category and uncategorized page are too close. Like the contents here match too much. So I've got too many websites on too many pages on my website that have the same content, basically, or they match content somewhere else. And probably the biggest thing was all the links in my page. So this will tell you if you've got any broken links that go out to anywhere else. But the main thing was when we draft a page and we don't remove it from our menu, people will be clicking around in there and then getting a lot of page cannot be displayed. So you can go in here and it'll tell you where all your broken links are. So say in my Australia wine page, if it'll come up, it's saying this is the ones that it's linking it to. Where is it? It's not coming up now. Hang on, I'm just going to go to my original scan because that was better. So that had the broken links in it. There you go. So it'll bring up, if you go into the page, it'll tell you that this one has 5 broken links in it. So you can click on it and it'll show you where all the broken links are for that page. So down the side, it's got the list. I've noticed these ones here you can't really see. They're actually in the menu. If you keep scrolling through, see how it says that there's supposed to be a page here and there's a link to the page, but when you click on it, there's nothing there. It's not going to work. There you go. So it'll come up that there's no page there. So, that's a broken link that you need to fix. And then when you go back, this here, so there's a section here that I've obviously forgotten about and it's linked to a page that I've got rid of. So this is a kind of reminder to us to get rid of this out of the information page or change the link that it's linking to, because that's going to go to a not found. So it'll pretty much just point out to you really quickly where all the errors on your page are and where there's any content that you've copied or you've left that you haven't changed enough of. Mainly because we want to get Google AdSense, and if we have too much stuff that's a duplicate to other pages, we're not going to get approved. The only thing it doesn't really do is the pictures. I don't think it really has anything to do with pictures. So that's just something we have to be mindful of, that we have to change out as many pictures as possible, you know, to make our site and content more original. I think that was about it. It kind of shows you all the ones that are kind of blocked on the page as well, like the ones that you've drafted and not here, but it'll give you the kind of score for those pages as well. I think that's pretty much it. Did anyone have any questions about it?
I love that, Beck. I love that. I'm so bookmarking that.
Yeah, it's just easier. Like I don't know how everyone else is with it, but when I started looking at the student pages, I'm like, I can't tell what has been changed and what hasn't been changed. And there's bunches. I mean, if you go through, because you can only use this once a month to run a scan, and I didn't feel that it brought up the content very well. There's a bunch of other pages like in here. I just did a search for plagiarism scanner for free. And there's all these different sites that you can, if you're not sure about the text, you can just copy and paste it or put the URL in and hit enter, and it'll scan the internet and find the pages. And when I've done it, it keeps on bringing up people's PBS pages, like page after page of a PBS. And also, as I said, things like recipes. If you put the page in, it'll bring up like heaps of recipes that have been like, you know, copied too closely. And recipes are really difficult because, you know, there's only one way to write something, like, you know, 1 cup milk or, you know, 2 eggs. So I think we've got to be really careful when we're going to do AdSense with the wine and dine recipes. You need to make them as original as possible to get it through those kind of plagiarism scanners. Because we kind of, want to get through on the first try. Other than that, there's bunches of them, heaps of different things. So I think that's a really good tool to use for your own pages. Obviously, rather than sitting there doing busy work and kind of change things that changed, focus on the pages that need to be changed the most, and then kind of work your way back from that. And that's, a lot handier. So I think that's it.
But can I just say thank you for this, because I've got students and students and students, and this is going to now save me so much time.
Yeah.
This is just amazing, because I look at their content, I'm thinking, how much have they changed or what have they changed? Because you're kind of working on trust.